The field is in the hands of Kyle Benjamin and Ryan Preece, looking to the starter stand to see the green flag displayed at Kentucky Speedway. Moving into the zone now. And there it is. The green is out to start the playoffs. Two by two, they make it through the first two corners. Now down the backstretch, Kyle Benjamin puts the 18 out front.
See Justin Allgaier there in the 7 car trying to do everything he could to get to the bottom as they got to turn 3. Slid up, but was able to hold that 3rd spot.
Whoa, that is dicey back there from about 5th to 10th. All of these cars mixed up there coming across the start-finish line.
Yeah, that yellow line is not out of bounds. Oh, got a car a little bit sideways, a little contact in the middle of 1 and 2.
Air pressure's coming up on the tires. The cars are not in their best handling condition right now. As you see him move, Michael Annett in the white nose there, trying to get around the red car down the backstretch. That's Ross Chastain. Chastain gets the spot back. Annett now fades to the high side in the 5. Ryan Scott gets by for 10th. Here comes the 16 of Ryan Reed. Brandon Jones already gotten by, so going the wrong direction. Justin Allgaier not starting off the playoffs where he wants to be. And he was so confident before the race, Dale. We knew, and he knew from practice, that somewhere in there's a good race car.
Yeah, there is, and it's just, it may only be 1 or 2 adjustments away right now, but you can see it looked like he might have the right front down.
Sparks coming off of the front end of Justin Allgaier's car, and definitely smoke now. Real troubles early in the playoffs for Allgaier.
Yeah, we'll see if this is going to bring out a caution.
Guys, they 7 and Justin Allgaier, you can see there, the right front is down. He just came across radio and said, I got a tire going down.
Diving down to the inside. Now, this may not bring out a caution if he doesn't leave any debris. And oh my, Allgaier already having to dig out of a big problem early in the 17 playoffs.
Yeah, he had problems here last year as he clipped the car of Sam Hornish, and they had to make a lot of repairs. He did come back and make a top 10 finish out of it, but certainly not the way that they look to start these playoffs.
And Allgaier made it all the way to Miami and the championship 4. Maybe the same path he is on here with early trouble. That right front definitely down and needs to be changed on the 7 car. Meanwhile, Kyle Benjamin has been caught. Cole Custer wants some stage points, some stage bonus points.
Yeah, getting that extra playoff point if he's able to get past Kyle Benjamin, which is a tall order. You can run somebody down here, but with that groove not so wide, you're really going to have to have a good corner to make all of that happen. But impressive run.
Dives into turn 3, coming off of turn 4. Will he get the run? That 00 car turns, and he's going to try him at the start-finish line.
Yeah, that's how you make it happen, and then you utilize the horsepower that you have under the hood.
Stage coming to a close. Benjamin fighting back, but Custer's going to clear. Final lap of stage number 1. Cole Custer getting his way through traffic. Reddick in the 42. Boy, if it hadn't been for the 4 of Chastain there, who's just doing what he's supposed to do, would he have a run on Custer? He's still got 2 corners to pull it off, but he's not close.
Yeah, Custer faced kind of the same thing as he approached turn 3 behind the 4 car there, and so it made a little bit of difference, let Reddick get a little bit more of a run, but I believe Cole Custer's going to get his first stage win.
Off turn 4, the green and white checkered flag goes to Cole Custer, winner of the first stage of the first playoff race of 2017. How about that? You can see the rest of the top 10 rolling through, and Custer, after a good qualifying lap, started 3rd. The 00 car came around at just the right time toward the close of the stage. We're back underway in Kentucky. Hemrick with a look down to the inside of the blue 21 on Benjamin. Boy, that's tight. There's contact. Behind him, Poole gets to the inside of Reddick. Meanwhile, jumping out front, Custer says goodbye. That could have been a lot bigger, DJ.
Yeah, it sure could have. And we knew these restarts were going to be something. That groove down into turn 1 is very narrow. And we know the outside guys, and when you make it 3 wide there, things can get pretty dicey.
Whoa, and the 33 of Brandon Jones gets in that huge crevice down on the apron and bounces up and into Ryan Reed, but they both save it.
Well, you can see Elliott Sadler.
In trouble. And now the 33 of Jones gets into Hornish, and they're in the wall. Everybody's scrambling behind them, Dale. I can't believe they're still rolling.
Yep, still no caution either at this point in time. A lot of damage to the 22 of Sam Hornish, though.
So Jones collected after the front stretch mishap and then got loose in turn 2.
Here's the crazy thing. Justin Allgaier's passed all of these cars and gotten himself in that position of the free pass, but no caution at this point.
Are you kidding me? Now he just needs this stage not to run long and get the caution to be the one. Here's what we're talking about. Look to the left, the 33. Oh, sorry. Daniel Hemrick up in front, the blue 21. That's the first thing that happened.
Well, that's really pushing the issue, especially for a driver that is in the playoffs there, taking that chance.
Then this was after the 33 had bounced along the apron on the front stretch. He gets loose in turn 2.
Yeah, you can see a couple of times we've talked about this, being on the inside of another car, not having all the air on the spoiler in the right rear of the car that you need for side force. They did a great job. How they didn't spin and wreck there, I have no idea, but a great job of hanging on. But cost Sam Hornish dearly.
Those two non-playoff drivers, the 21 of Hemrick was taking some chances as a playoff driver.
Sure.
Appreciate the aggression, and thankfully didn't get himself or Kyle Benjamin in trouble.
You know, and what we saw at the start-finish line before that, when the 33 was down there, there's a couple of drains down. You can go below that yellow line, but it's really, really rough. You can actually tear the race car up by getting in there, but you can, more than that, you lose control and create an accident.
Here's what you're talking about, DJ. Look to the right.
See right there? See these cars?
Man.
Unbelievable.
Caution is out at Kentucky.
Car spin off of turn 4.
Off of turn 4, Angela Rook is around in the 78.
Well, that's the break Justin Allgaier was looking for. He is in that free pass position. Plus, it'll allow him to go get tires and fuel.
Very interesting. You look at the top of the frame right here, coming off the corner. And there is Angela, back end around. Nice save.
Yeah, good job of keeping it off the wall. Just came out of there a little bit high.
Her second start of the season, her first start of the season, right here. So a little track familiarity for her, but a little bit dicey coming off of turn 4 that time. So 75 completed out of the 200, 16 to go in this stage. And let's look at the situation of Justin Allgaier, DJ. Where does that leave him?
Well, now he's going to get the free pass. So now he's going to be able to get back on the lead lap. So they'll be able to come to pit road, get 4 tires on the car, get all the fuel. So then that will allow them, as others probably at the end of stage 2, come back to pit road. They can stay there and still be in really good shape because these tires just aren't giving up that much.
Yeah, Hemrick looked down there again, but Custer said no way. Blocked that move. And now they go double file off turn 2.
See if Hemrick's able to hold that second spot. He's been really good on these restarts, but Tyler Reddick, great car tonight.
I'm telling you, Mike Shiplett and Tyler have communicated well and have put together a good piece for him here. Oh, that was tight coming off turn 4.
It sure was. Fanning out, got 3 wide, 4 wide on the front straightaway. Elliott Sadler.
Way down to the bottom, avoids the drainage ditch. Keeps it together. Meanwhile, Reddick with pressure from Hemrick. Hemrick with pressure from Poole. And Poole's getting pressure from the 9 of Byron. Here comes William Byron trying to get by for 4th. He's got it. Final lap. Cole Custer has the advantage over Tyler Reddick. And coming to the green and white checkers again, stage 2 belongs to Cole Custer. And there's Sadler coming by in 10th position for that final stage point. We mentioned last year how for Elliott that was such a statement, the opening race of the playoffs. It's like Cole Custer's trying to follow in his foot tracks.
Certainly is. This has been really impressive, and I think that we've seen this coming. You know, we talked about that this young man has scored more points on the mile and a half than anybody else this year. You got cars on different strategies here. The first 3 cars basically have the same tires. The first 4, they all just kind of stayed there with what they had. They got some fuel to give them a little bit of an option. Right behind there, you've got 4 tires. Could be interesting here.
Final stage about to start. Elliott Sadler, the leader of the race in the 1 car. Ryan Preece to his outside. Back under green at Kentucky. Sadler with a little nudge from his teammate behind. They get into turn 1. They handle it.
Well, it's a really good job by Justin Allgaier there to get over on the quarter panel of the 20 and give his teammate a push, but couldn't slide up into that second spot. Preece does that.
He is free in the 7 car. Here comes Ben Kennedy in the 2 trying to take advantage.
It's always interesting whenever you put fuel in and you've run on tires, that always seems to make the car a little bit freer.
Allgaier now into the back end of Kennedy. Wow! Kennedy saves it. Allgaier through for the position. Well, look at the 20 getting through now. Ryan Preece's car looks very good, tracking down Elliott Sadler. Preece to the inside, coming off of turn 4. He'll pull up to the door.
Yeah, probably something that Sadler's not going to contest right now at this point in time. That's experience there. Sees the 20's a little bit faster at this point in time. No reason to push the issue.
And the 20 is one of those cars throughout the playoffs that will not have a playoff driver in it. Smart drivers in the playoffs need to probably do that a couple of different times.
Yeah, they're going to encounter these type situations throughout. And Elliott Sadler is smart enough to understand that, hey, I may be 1 adjustment away. Everybody has to pit at least 1 more time here. So I may be 1 adjustment away to getting my car where I need to be. But so far, their strategy play has worked. It has Elliott in a much better spot than what he's been tonight.
We show you Blake Cook because on the playoff leaderboard, he is currently in the out position. 3 races in the first round, but as they run, he, Brendan Gaughan, Jeremy Clements, and Michael Annett are the 4 drivers in the worst shape.
Yeah, Blake Cook they were hoping that they could come here run in the top 10. They told me that they felt like in this first round that next week at Dover is their best opportunity to have a really, really solid showing. So if they could just kind of hold serve here, have a good run, as we see a battle for the lead. Wasn't much of a battle there coming off of the corner. Tyler Reddick takes the lead away.
Reddick dives down with the 42, gets under the 20 of Preece, and they move through lap traffic now with a 42 at the front. The white flag was displayed. 1 lap to go. Down into turn 3. Beautifully up off of turn 4. Tyler Reddick is going to get his first win in the Xfinity Series. And how about that? The 4th driver in 2017 to get their first win. Now, what's happening behind him? This is the battle for 4th. Preece coming to the line. Can Custer get by? It's not going to happen. Ryan Preece will take 4th. You see Poole has already clocked in 2nd. Justin Allgaier 3rd. Custer will have to be happy with 5th and a couple of stage wins.
Absolutely. Good, solid night.
All right, he's here. Tyler Reddick is here and can come on out of that car, and you know this is going to be a loud party. Look at this. There he is. Let's jump in here. Man, that was one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a long time. We said you made a big statement. What do you think the statement is that you made here tonight?
I don't know if it was necessarily me making a statement. It's just Chip Ganassi Racing making a statement. Me and Brendan were really fast all night. He was able to finish 2nd, and they had a really fast car last weekend. The mile and a half program's just been unreal. Mike Chiplets brought me from ground 0 all the way to here, and all the guys Ganassi have gone above and beyond and helping me become a better driver. And to be here today, you know, is surreal. We had such a really fast car here in the last time we were here, and be able to bring a victory lane. Knew the car was capable. Kyle's been almost every single time he gets in this car. It's fast. So would list really like to thank BBR Music Group, Enos, Parker Store, Chevy, and XFINITY for obviously putting on the series. So we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. So thank you to the fans that came out, and thank you to the fans watching at home on TV and the X1 app. So.